Riders of Icarus is a free-to-play high fantasy MMORPG for Microsoft Windows that was developed by We Made Entertainment in 2014 and was released in North America by Nexon in 2016. It was developed using Cryengine and implements a hybrid system of action or tab combat. Its largest claim to fame is its massive mount and pet collection system, which allowed you to capture and tame over 300 unique beasts in the game. It also supported a unique mounted combat system, which allowed you to fight your enemies whether you were mounted on land or in the air using a flying mount. This MMORPG also has dungeons, raids, PvP, an instanced world, and a choice of 8 different classes. When looking at its description, the game checks a lot of the right boxes, but is it actually a good MMORPG to jump into now and invest some time in? In today's review, we will take a look at this game to see how it's held up over time, and if it's even worth playing now. So let's get started. Alright, I'm at the freaking intro. Click and start game. And I'm gonna go with the Telio North American server. Alright, so for the classes, we got Magician. We got the Trickster. Both Wowies. The Ranger. The Wizard. The Priest. The Assassin. The Guardian. And the Berserker. These little animations look cool as hell. I do like how it tells you how difficult each class is. Face, hair, antennas, wings. Body build and skin. Change your eyebrow color. Tattoos. I mean, it's not too complicated, but it's not too simplistic either. I mean, they got a good amount of freaking features in here for your tweaking.
Yeah, I went with the cleric class.
Is your character created? Did it create it already?
Yeah, I was playing around. The one that I saw that was made, I liked it, so I just went with that one.
Create button doesn't seem to be creating the character. Well, luckily, I have a character from the first time I loaded it up already created. I'll just play that freaking character. Daily rewards, oh my god. Okay, that's for the full month, I guess.
I like the movement in the game. You got a choice between clicking the direction where you want to go, and you got the WSAD controls.
I like the fact that you hit spacebar and your character actually jumps. Okay, so since I already created this character before, I already went through that whole training intro where you had to escape. So I don't know if that's what you're doing right now. I'm at the quest giver, the very first quest giver. Once you escape. So when you get to that point, let me know. Alright, so I want to see if you see something that I see. If you get close to one of these characters, do you have to kind of like rotate to be able to see the name over their head? I have to like rotate my camera view to kind of
No, I don't have to. The names of I can see the names just fine above them.
Okay. Something glitchy with me on my end. Alright. The mini map up there looks freaking cool. Pressing M for the world map looks really freaking detailed. I like how colorful it is. You got little icons all over the place for your premium service stuff, for your daily rewards, what news is going on with the game. And then the lower right hand corner, the shop, the storage, the achievements, the system. What I don't like is that freaking banner that's down there in the lower right hand corner, and I don't see a way of getting rid of that.
There is a, if on the banner, if you look on the upper right corner, you can exit that out if you want to.
I don't see anything to click to exit it.
I think for the most part, I think the color in the game is actually pretty good. I like it.
Oh yeah. No, like I said, if it wasn't like I got a little bit of a graphical glitch with nameplates. It's not like it was in Blade and Soul where I had nothing over their heads. It's like I have to rotate my camera to get like a direct on freaking view of them, and then I can see their nameplates. So it's no big freaking deal. I just gotta be close enough to them. All right, I'm gonna talk to the quest giver guy.
Finally up.
All right.
Talk to Crow. You need to find more information. We have to get out of here.
What's your name?
Arkyan.
Arkyan.
Yeah. If you hit O, it'll pull up a friends list, and you can add friend that way.
Arkyan.
Correct.
Arkyan has been registered. Okay. So we're in the same party.
It says I can summon you, or maybe you want to summon me. Just go to your friends list, and then right click on my name, and it says summon.
You must be level 30 or above the feature, to use this feature. With at least 48 hours of character playtime. I think that's for like summoning from across the map.
Okay. So I'm still at that Tartus guy, that the main character guy, whatever. I did get all the quests and everything.
All the quests? I mean, there was a quest turn in. You should have got one blue quest, which shows up on your right hand side as obtain Elune.
Yep, I got all that.
Okay, so from what I understand, Elune is a type of currency that you obtain from doing other quests. I don't see any other quest givers. I killed a guy and that gave me 1 of 3.
Hey, what type of option of combat did you choose for controls? You had two different types to pick from.
If you're a melee character, you want action combat. If you're a spellcaster, you want standard. Alright, so after killing 3 of those guys, that completes the mission, then you go back and talk to artists again.
Finally up? We have to get
Yeah,
out.
same here. I just did the same thing. Just finished it up. Yeah, I like the controls and
Get rid of
just
these
being
damn
able
doors.
to you have the option whether to click where you want to go or actually use your keyboard keys, and that's pretty. I like the flow, the control of the game.
Alright, so after talking to the guy that time, he gives us like a few different quests. And I like, if you look at the quests he gives you, it has like a little compass with an arrow pointing which direction to go for that particular quest and how many meters away you are from the quest. That's different.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me, as I said before, about desert quests where sometimes you just want to be told where to go and don't really want to struggle, and this seems to be one of those things that just makes it nice and easy and stress-free about trying to do what you need to do in the game.
I agree. Like how if you hold down your ability, the longer you hold it, the stronger it charges up. Alright, I got all my quests done. I have to go back and talk to the guy again.
Yeah, if I just say just now also, I like the fact that you can you're casting while you're moving around too. It makes it kind of fun.
So I got 2 new quests. It's an ambush and another disruption.
Good to
Which
see
one
you.
are you working on? The main quest?
Yeah, it's an ambush. Led me to another quest giver. So now I have a Vanguard of the Front Line and another disruption. I'll have to finish that one first. I gotta kill 3 boars. But... Then there's a guy running around here with a blue thing over his head. He's got a quest.
Yeah, I kind of like this game. This is a lot of fun. I'm still working on the main quest line, which is the Vanguard of the Front Line. Are you working on that one?
That one I have, but I haven't started it. I'm returning the last 4 quests to Tortoise right now.
Finally up?
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny when it's like an auto aim for your guy. No matter what he does, he's gonna hit the character.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm not a fan of having to press a certain key for the loot. You know, I just kind of wish you could just click on it and loot it, or it just automatically loots.
Yeah, it is advantageous that your guy does auto aim, but by moving it, you are actually eluding from the projectiles being shot at you. So it does pay to move around while you're doing it.
Oh, okay, I found a mushroom to pick. Didn't realize that was another quest. So you press F to interact with it and you destroy it. Okay, both destroyed. You got them destroyed?
Yeah, I'm heading back now.
Now what's funny is I'm running right past all these freaking enemies or whatever and not aggroing any of them. They don't even give a shit that I'm there. Oh, you kill me, I'll be back in 3 seconds anyway.
Hey, are you okay? Hurry.
Yeah, they got a small aggro range.
I don't even think I've aggroed one yet.
Hey, are you okay?
I'm really enjoying this game. I like the fact that it runs smooth. The quests are fairly easy to do. It's comfortable. It's not stressful. And the graphics look really cool. The controls are nice. So far, I'm really enjoying this.
I got a strange feeling that when the curve starts getting, the difficulty curve starts going up for this game, that it's going to be dramatic. I found silver. Now after I mined my 4th or 5th thing, a window opened up showing all my stats for my character. It shows what you're currently wearing, which isn't much. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'll bet you there's a lot of botting going on in this freaking game. Because I just mined copper. Okay, and the mine disappeared. And then while I was looking at my character info screen, the mine respawned and I mined it again. And then I waited for a second and I'm like, is it going to spawn here again? And sure enough, it spawned there again after a few seconds. It's about as fast as when we kill one of these mobs, how fast these mobs are respawning. The mines respawn, so you can just set up a bot and have it freaking sit there and mine this shit for you all night.
Oh, for sure. That's why you see that spam, that gold mining and everything in that chat.
You notice too that if you kill something that's far away, when his loot drops, it'll fly all the way over to you.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that earlier.
God forbid we have to walk to it and do some work. So there is a story that's revolving around rescuing Princess Lania. Although I'm not really reading it, but there is a story here.
If you hit your journal for your, or actually just click on the name of your quest and hit location, it actually will highlight the location of where you need to go in case you don't know where to go for your quest line.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I wonder if I should have gone into familiar.
Seem to have the elaborate achievement system in here.
I can see how you can easily exploit range attack in this game with the fact that you can kite and run anywhere you want to, and no matter what it's going to happen, it's going to hit.
Well, at least at these lower levels.
Yeah.
Alright, done. Heading to the guy to turn it in. Which looks like it's over there at Dragon Knight Station.
Yeah, I'm standing right next to him, just chilling.
Sorry, I'm so damn slow. I actually have to say this game is pretty.
I get a feeling in a way, I mean, to me, in a weaker way, I guess, but it kind of reminds me of BDO in a way.
Oh, a teleport shrine here.
You've taken on a great burden.
Yeah, you can bind yourself to that recall.
You must get this message to the king. You've taken on a great burden. Set this transit shrine as your recall location. You can warp back here anytime.
Done deal.
I'll make sure you know how to tame a familiar even if it kills you.
Oh,
Well,
cutscene.
I guess I ought to show you how to take. First tip, select a target and sneak up on him if you can. It's easier that way. Keep low and move in fast. Once you jump on, you'll only have a few seconds to form a bond.
Oh,
It's going to fight back,
we're
so
gonna get a
you have
mount.
to fight harder. And that's it. Once it's under your spell, it'll never stray. Wish I could say the same about my boy.
Yeah, my cutscene quit or something. It didn't even load.
Okay, let's see
The
if you
ending
can
of
tame
it
one of
showed
your
her
own.
on the horse with
Just
her
remember,
legs going through
see
the
what the
freaking
animal
horse and
needs.
coming out its belly. Some clipping in a cutscene. I'm trying to tame a familiar, trying to get my horse. Success! It's tamed! I have a horse! Now you would think that by now we should be able to see each other and group up, and I've honestly haven't seen a single another player.
Yeah, I agree. I was just thinking the same thing. That you know, we can group together, but we can't actually be in front of each other. No, it just says too crowded ? Try going to a different channel. So I wonder what that. What channel? Look in your upper right, and what channel are you in?
4.
That's it. I'm gonna be. I'm in 4 now. I see you now. I'm sitting right next to you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put a mark on you. How do I put a mark? There we go.
I'm a green dot on the map too, by the way.
There, I put a number 2 over your head.
There you go. Even I
Oh, you can see
it.
that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, wait a minute. Look at this. But right when you start getting over here, these guys aggro.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, shit. The guy I killed a long time ago, his loot's still there on the ground.
Man, it's just like, I mean, they're easy to kill, but the fact that their respawn rate is so fast.
Ooh, so it looks like we're going into an instance. Is this like a dungeon?
It's a solo event.
Oh, there was a hurt phoenix here and I just healed him. And I just mounted him. Oh, there was a bunch of branches, and when I cleared them, her baby was trapped underneath them. So sad. Unfortunately, the Phoenix is considered a monster, and I just tried to tame it, but it says monsters cannot be tamed. I was like, I didn't think I was going to get a flying mount that quick. Hey, a network error has occurred. Attempting to reconnect. Please stand by. First, we're going to start off with graphics. I thought the graphics were beautiful for what they were. I don't know what they were like in the very beginning. I don't know exactly how old the game is, but I'm assuming they have aged a little bit. I mean, because, you know, right now they look a little aged as they are, but they're not bad by any means. So I'm going to give graphics a solid 7.
I think for me, I'm actually gonna do a lot better than that. I was really impressed with the graphics. I'm not sure what time, when it came out, but I'm gonna give it an 8. I really enjoyed the colors and vibrant and everything.
Sound and music I thought was on par with everything that was happening in the game. Nothing felt out of place with neither the sound or the music. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and score a 7 right there.
I agree. I think other than the very beginning when everything was super loud, once you got that adjusted, I felt everything else was pretty. I really enjoyed the music and the sound effects from everything, so I'll give that a 7.
Story, we actually did see that there was a story, although it involved reading and we kind of skipped over it, so don't ask me exactly what the story was about besides trying to rescue the princess. That's all I know. But there is a story there, and it seemed as long as you were staying on the main quest line, the story continued. So again, I'm gonna go with a score of a 7.
I think I might go with a 7 as well. I really enjoyed that, is what you were saying. I agree with you.
Combat felt really good. They do a combination of tab targeting or action combat, your choice when you create your character. It felt good. I can't really say anything more about it than that. Are there games that do it better? Yeah, but it felt tight. It didn't feel unresponsive at all. So I'm gonna give combat an 8.
Okay, for combat, I'm gonna give it a 7. I felt the animation was a little bit dated, but it was still not bad. I do like the hybrid combat system. It was fun, so I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right, next is gameplay. Without a population playing this game, there seems to be an issue with mobs respawning a bit too quickly. And when I say too quickly, I'm talking about a few seconds. So that's kind of problematic. especially if you're going to be playing, you know, solo or even with a partner. You need like at least to do it comfortably. I think would be about 3 people would probably be comfortably, but everything feels good, everything looks good, but the actual gameplay, because of those respawn times and lack of a freaking population in there right now, it just kind of hurts the game a little bit. And I'm gonna have to say the actual gameplay, I'm gonna go with 4. It was kind of boring and slow and too fast of respawn to make it fun.
I had that feeling of a BDO feeling that it could potentially be a grind, particularly of the fast spawns, and the EXP doesn't seem to move very fast unless you're actually questing. I'm gonna give it a 5 just for that reason.
So character creation, my biggest issue with it is the fact that there's gender lock in the game. You have 2 different lolly classes. They can both be female only. There was a archer type class that could only be female. So I think it kind of hurts it a little bit in the customization. There wasn't a whole lot of options to begin with, but when you start limiting those options to certain races or certain sex, then you're limiting an already limited system to begin with. So I'm going to give character creation a 4.
I agree with the 4 also. I think that the character creation was just awfully basic. It didn't really provide anything. I just don't feel like it really provided a whole lot, so I'm going to give that a 4.
Okay, that brings us to population. Oddly enough, when we selected the server, we selected there were actually 2 servers that said new, and we avoided those because they were new servers. So we went to the ones you would think would be more populated, and it was a North American server and everything. During playing this, we did not see a single person at all. The entire time we were playing this, not a single person, not a single chat spam, because, you know, as far as we know, there was no one there to chat spam. So it seemed like we were on a pretty empty server, and this is probably going to be the thing that hurts this game absolutely the most. I am going to have to say, you know, I'm going to assume that maybe someone else was playing. We just never saw him. So I'll be generous, and this is giving me this is me giving a generous score for population. I'm going to give it a 2.
When you're looking at a potential to try to find a group, and the only group you can find is a gold group, I think that's an indicator about how dead the population is. And really didn't see anybody anywhere, even flipping through different channels of the zones. I didn't see anybody. So I'm going to give it, maybe I'm going to help them out a little bit. I'm going to give it a 3.
I mean, you're a nicer guy than I am. All right, and that brings us to UI and menus. Yeah, they were unfantastic. I think they were a little more confusing than they had to be, but they weren't overly confusing. I mean, if you hunted, you could find what you were looking for, but there really wasn't a whole lot of options. Nothing really stands out. They weren't special in any way. I'm gonna just go right down the middle with this one and give them a 5.
As dated as I believe this game is, I really enjoyed the UI. I didn't have any problems whatsoever trying to find anything, and I really enjoyed it. It was as basic as it may seem. It didn't feel confusing. I knew exactly where to go, so I'm actually going to give it an 8. I really enjoyed it.
Chat spam. Well, I'm going to have to give the game a perfect 10 for chat spam, because there was no chat spam at all, and that was based on from what we assume, a very lack of population, but it is what it is. Chat spam, 10.
I think I might go with an 8, only because I feel that there has to be some sort of feeling of alive in the server, and so there was no chat spam other than the gold thing, but that really wasn't a problem. But I also want to feel that the world is populated, it's moving and breathing, and I didn't get that feeling from the chat room.
Your final score there was an 8, right?
Correct.
All right, next that brings us to Cash Shop. I skimmed through it. and there were the options for the premium. Everything seemed very reasonably priced. Didn't look like there was any pay to win from what I saw, so can't really fault it too much with the cash shop. They do have to make a living, and that's how they usually do it. So cash shop, I'm gonna go with a 7.
The only thing I felt that would be an advantageous, and obviously from, you know, a certain percentage of loot and money and experience, stuff like that and everything. But the only way I can really see the pay to win, not really pay to win, but more like a pay for convenience, that buying the alum to be able to revive yourself at that point to save yourself that travel of running back and forth and everything. So that's really, to me, that was the only thing that I feel. I'm going to give it a 6 just because of the pay for convenience, more or less.
So totaling up my score, that brings me to a total of 61.
I came up with a total of 62.
Adding the scores together brings us to a total of 123. Dividing it by 2, because there's 2 of us, gives us a final score of 61.5. Which gives us a final letter grade of... With a grade of D, this game is considered below average. It is not completely horrible, and it is playable, but it falls very short in many areas, especially by today's standards. If you can overlook some of its flaws, then you might find that this game is tolerable. There are definitely better games out there to try, but if you have already tried a majority of them, then who knows, maybe this game will be that hidden treasure that will keep you entertained for a while. Anyways, that's it for our ×2 review for this game. We hope you enjoyed it and found it informative, and we will catch you again on the next ×2 review.